We'd like to talk to you about Bob's books, the literature. Here is an employee, Cody, here to tell you more about it. While we have you here, Cody, I would like for you to explain to the audience of what books are your favorite from which you have accumulated from Bob's.
I would have to say either Mosquito Town or Let the Great World Spin. So, Mosquito Town is about this teenager in the act of rebellion at around 15 years old. She has moved to a town in Mississippi from her home in Ohio that she has deemed Mosquito Town because it is in a swamp. She takes a very brave leap of faith to go up to Ohio without informing her father to go visit her mother who has cancer and is terminal. And throughout the course of the trip, she experiences a few misadventures and she meets some interesting characters. But the Great World Spin is actually, if you've ever read Bonfire of the Vanities, it is the same narrative style. So it's all based around one singular event, which is a tightrope walker across the Twin Towers in New York City back in the late 70s, early 80s. And it goes through the narrative style of what you might call a monk within New York City who is helping out those who are less fortunate within the beat down, fucked up areas of the Bronx. The actual prostitutes, to include one of the prostitutes and her daughter, and then also a woman who lives in Manhattan and is rather wealthy, and her son died in the Vietnam War, and she's still coping with the death, and the actual tightrope walker himself. The actual stories all intertwined based on the singular event, and they all seem relatively unrelated up until the last few chapters of the book.
Extraordinary, marvelous sounding books. Unfortunately, we have no more time. Tune in next week to find out more about your local bookstore.